I'm Sharon and welcome to NCBI's Fundamentals in Assistive Technology e-learning video. Now this course is designed to highlight and demonstrate the importance and the uses of assistive technology for people with sight loss in education, employment and in all walks of life. Now today we're going to be talking about mobile devices and I have a very lovely gentleman joining me today, David Nason, who is a technical enthusiast and also a service user at NCBI. Very welcome today, David.
Thanks, Sharon. Great to be here.
So talk to us about the importance of mobile devices and what it means to you.
I think just like anyone, sighted or not sighted, a mobile phone now is a huge part of our lives day to day. We pick it up 100 times a day and we check the news, we listen to music, we check our emails, we do work, socialise on it, everything. It's just a huge part of the day.
Nobody goes anywhere without their phone now, really, do
I'm
they?
never more than a metre away from my phone.
Even a metre is quite a lot. It lives on me. So, David, obviously, you know, with the way technology is changing, in the introduction into touch screens, that must have been quite an unnerving move forward.
Yeah, it's something I was a little worried about. I think it was it back in 2007, Apple brought the iPhone out and I could see straight away, okay, this is probably the future of phones. How am I going to use one of these things and how are the rest of us going to use these things? But by 2009, Apple had come up with a solution to that by putting assistive technology features into the phone.
Oh, very good. And what kind of features have they put in there?
So we've got things like VoiceOver, it's called. So this is a screen reader. So this turns everything on the screen into text. So into audio. So whether that's an app icon or the text of a text message or a button on the screen, it'll tell me what that is in my earphones or out of the speaker of the phone.
And would you simply just go on and buy these apps and get them and download them onto your phone, or are they integrated?
So that feature is actually built into the phone. So you just have to, when you first get the phone, you press the home button, which is the little circle button at the bottom, 3 times. That will turn the feature on during the setup. You can set up the phone yourself. And then you're using the phone just like anybody else. And then you can go into the App Store and download apps just like anyone else.
David, there's so many apps available on the mainstream, but for assistive technology, is there many of them out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the great things about having an iPhone as well is there used to be the case you might have, a different piece of technology to do different tasks for you. Mm-hmm. You might have a special reader and a special magnifier or something like that. Whereas a lot of that stuff can be done with your phone now. Like, so for example, I have an app up here called TapTapSee.
TapTapSee.
Yeah, and it's a free app. And what you do is you take a photo of an object with it and it'll tell you what that is. So I would use that day to day to figure out what that packet in my kitchen press is or in my fridge. Like simple little things like that. You have apps that will maybe scan barcodes either and
so even if you're out shopping, getting groceries, clothes, would it describe colours?
Yeah, it would. And there's other ones as well. There's specific colour recognizer apps. There's one called Vyapta, which has a suite of different kind of apps in it. And one of them will be colour recognition, money recognizers as well. People find useful.
It'd be great. Even like if I was visually impaired, like a red dress and it could help me shop.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you ever think of that?
Well, the red dress isn't my own thing, but... nor is shopping, frankly, but yeah, absolutely it does. It'll recognise things for you and that kind of thing as well. And then you've got things such as Blind Square is one I have here, which is a navigation app. So if I'm in an area I'm not too familiar with, or I've moved into a new area and I want to get to know the streets around, it'll tell me what street I'm on the whole time as I move. It'll tell me what junction I'm coming up to.
Very good. And where you can just find all these apps in the App Store?
Yeah, you just go to the App Store. There is an accessibility section, I think, buried in there. I'm not sure how up to date that's kept, but Google, bit of Googling and that kind of thing, you'll come across some good apps. Very good.
We'll all end up as technical enthusiasts. And how do you find it, like using your phone every day? Would you use a headset or?
A lot. Like if I'm at home and it's just me, a lot of the time, I might just use it, with the speech coming out of the speaker. But if I'm out and about and I'm using my phone, I just pop an earphone into my ear and work away that way generally. And if you're in a noisy environment, especially, you kind of need to do that. And
so because all these apps are now integrated onto the phones, it's very, very easy for people with sight loss to have a mobile phone, use a touchscreen mobile phone. Mm-hmm. And how does it work then? Can you just show me how it works?
Yeah, of course. So I'm just going to unlock it here. Turn the volume up a little.
You're going to tell me your password?
No, use the fingerprint reader, so bypass
fingerprint.
that. I'm way ahead of you. Okay, so we're on the home screen of the phone here. Now, to you, it probably just looks like your own, essentially. But if you tapped, say, the settings button in the top right corner here, it would open the app for you.
Okay.
Settings.
For me, it says settings.
Perfect.
Settings. Editing. Character mode.
Okay, I put it into edit mode.
I know everything is customized as well, so you have it quite fast, the speaker, but you can
Yeah.
slow that down for your
Indeed, yeah.
each and everyone's needs.
Yeah, and I could do that fairly easily.
Settings.
So I press setting there, tell me what it is. If I want to open that app, I double tap
Settings.
and the app is open. And then I can
Notifications. Button.
scroll through the
Control
different
center. Button.
sections.
App Store. Button. General. Button.
And again, if I want to go to general settings, I double tap.
Settings. Back button.
It makes it so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you really have, full access to the phone just like you would.
And what are the other pluses, really, of having this? Would it suit every age group?
I think so, yeah. Anyone who can use a phone generally, like if I wouldn't separate it from, say, the sighted community in that sense. If you can use a phone, if you're old enough to have a mobile phone, I think, and you happen to have sight loss, then you happen to go into settings and switch this feature on. I mean, that's all it is to me. You just need this this extra little feature, and again, it's built in. We're not paying any extra for it, which I think is a huge thing. Because traditionally assistive technologies have often do cost us a lot of money, and this is a case where you don't need to spend that extra money.
Now, if you don't have an iPhone, so you have an iPhone, but say if you've got a Samsung or one of the other makes, a Nokia, are they still available on those handsets?
Yes, absolutely. So you've got a couple of options there. You've got Android as well. And we won't go into the war of which is better, iPhone or Android. We wouldn't have time, but there is very similar features in Android. So again, you've got something similar to this voiceover that I just showed you called TalkBack. Again, it's built into the system, and then also things like magnification and high contrast mode and reversed colors and all sorts of things. So both iOS and Android have all those features.
That's great. So it's not only for my mobile phone. This could be for my iPad, for my laptop, any mobile device.
Laptops would probably be different. They'd be more in the PC kind of space, but certainly tablets. Yeah, whether it's an Android tablet or an iPad, you're going to have the same features. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, David, it's been so interesting talking to you today. I hope you've learned lots from our demonstration. And like we said, nobody is away from their mobile phones too long. And I hope this new assistive technology can help you out. Catch you next time.